Hi, and welcome to Inktober Tangles 2024. I'm Anica Gabrovic, a certified Zentangle teacher from Croatia. And day 3 brings us quite a complex tangle, in my opinion. It's Amplion by Nina Dreher Gudats. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. I learned German, but I have a very limited knowledge of it. I will do my best to draw the tangle if I have pronounced Nina's name wrong in a wrong way. I will nest it somewhere here. It needs kind of a roundish space, and you might want to look at this one and see the deconstruction before you start, because it's not an easy one. And well, having said that, we know that it doesn't need to be perfect. And I will just dive into it bravely. I'm starting with these two moon shapes or two C shapes. So in Zentangle, everything is constructed of elemental strokes, and those are I, C, S, and O. So it's the 4 letters. And if you know how to write those 4 letters, you can draw. So don't be fearful about drawing. Now my muka. So I told you that muka is not an integral part of this tangle list, that I haven't seen checked until the end yet. But now I see that it's an integral part of this tangle. So, using it here and using it here, I think it will look quite nice. And you can see how I drew these mukas. They are not like perfectly symmetrical, and they don't need to be. So please, if they are not, that's fine. I'm adding these C shapes on top, and they're getting smaller. And then I will add with this kind of Hershey's Kiss shape, which I don't find easy to draw at all. It's never symmetric when I draw it. And the last thing is to add 2 more mukas, and they will extend to grow inside these moon shapes. I might have messed this up a little bit, and that's fine. Another little muka, because I left quite a small space here. So I have to nest it. Yours might be bigger. This is it. That's the tangle. And I kind of like it. Now the shades and highlights. I think I will stick to just one because it's quite complex. But I'm thinking about filling this space with another ambler so that I don't only... and I can only see one part of it. I will not worry too much about how it needs to grow and develop. And another one here. What I'm doing is basically adding mirror image of the one on the left. And that's it. So that's just instead of inking in. And of course, you might not decide to do this. I'm even considering adding another one right here. And again, I will not worry about what the whole tangle looks like. I will just add this because it will be kind of a texture behind these tangles, and I will shade it later. So now for shading of Amplion tangle, I'm starting with this space between the tangles or below the mukas. I want to add some drama in this narrow part between the moon shapes and the top part. And of course, I also want some below the mucus. And sometimes you will see me here play with shading that's kind of assume that there's a light source somewhere. But in other times I will just add shades in our usual Zentangle style, which means drawing over and under and adding the shades next to where some tangles disappear behind others. So this is what I'm doing right now. I'm not thinking too much about where the light source is. I want to add these little smiley shaped kind of shades in Muka pots. And I think I will add a little smiley shape shade in these moons as well. I think that this whole area where these C-shapes grow from and mucus need to be shaded a little bit heavier. And now that I've applied the shades, I will blend them with my blending stump. This is where you can consider rotating your tile in a way that will allow you better control of your supplies. In this case, the blending stump. I want to distribute these shades around the center. That I mentioned, where the shapes grow from. I don't know why I didn't put more shade in this little nook of my muka. It's a very interesting tangle. It's composed of really simple elements, but ends up looking quite complex. And the challenge is here, in my opinion, to draw it symmetrical. So that's the thing that's not so easy to achieve, in my opinion. But if you just dive into it with without pressure to make it look symmetrical and just let it evolve as it will, it can be really relaxing and it will end up looking great, even if it's not symmetrical and not what maybe we would consider perfect. It's not about perfection, we all know that. Let's see. I think that I want to add a little bit shiniest highlights to some of these. I didn't shade or highlight Muka pots because they are so narrow. So now I will add some highlights with my white jelly roll. And of course, I announced that this little ambler that I extended would look maybe more like a texture than anything else. So I want to add some heavy shades to it. I'm shading heavily the part where the space is the narrowest, and then I just distributed those shades. Maybe this will benefit of some new black lines just to establish the bottom border of this Tangle, and I took an 05. Part of adding more love to the piece as I work on it. So I think I'm done now with day 3. And as always, thank you for drawing with me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.